My name is Kia Nicole, and I will be your host for tonight's live.
Hey y'all, I am Chanel Elaine and I'm the co-host for tonight's live.
And tonight we'll be having a special guest.
I really am.
Hi!
Hey.
So tonight we have a special guest, Tranice, and she really is special because this is the first time we've had a family member as a guest. She is my big cousin, first cousin at that. I'm talking sleepovers at the grandparents together. Yeah, all of that. So we're going to go ahead and have her introduce herself. So Tranice, tell the people who you are, what you do, anything interesting you wish to share.
Well, my name is Tranice, and like you said, I'm the kid's cousin, first cousin. Knee high grasshopper. But I'm in the medical field, and yeah, that's me.
Hey Tranice, welcome aboard. And tonight, are you sipping on anything? I'm sipping on mango pineapple from Wendy's. I tried it for the first time. I rather
water.
strawberry.
We need to get like you.
Yes.
She's sipping on water. Sometimes we do that too, like if we want to take a break. Well, I'll be the I'm not gonna call myself an alcoholic, but I'll be the one with the alcoholic beverage. So this is just some strawberry wine.
That sounds good too.
It do sound good.
But
I'm not even
get the pineapple. Actually, I always get that pineapple mango from Wendy's. I don't even get the strawberry lemonade no more.
Really, this is my first time trying it. I was in line and it was like something lemonade, and I was like, "Oh, let me try this." I always get the strawberry. I don't like
that one
because
and the
I don't
blueberry
want the blueberry pomegranate or something. Okay, this one's not too bad. I think I'm gonna stick to strawberry though because I don't know. It's not as sweet. Maybe that's why.
Maybe it's how they made it because mine's be sweet. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hop right on in. So the first topic is based on your personal experience, Tranice. What are the pros and cons, or the benefits and challenges of working in the healthcare industry or your specific field that you're in? What would you say?
My personal experience, I would say the pros would definitely be in like helping others because you would always want to help people in need. I feel like it's just a giving, experience. It's nothing, better than, making somebody feel good. And then, I'm in the hospice aspect of it. So that's definitely like a whole different ball game, whole different feeling. So I would say helping others and just being a listening ear because you have family members, you got someone that's doing it by themselves, and you just got people that are just really having a tough time. And all they want is for somebody to listen to them. So I would say being a listening ear to that, that person that's in need of someone to talk to. Cons, I would say getting attached because you definitely get attached to, the individual, and it's hard to kind of let that attachment like basically from work and, just whatever. But I would say that would be a con. And another con I would think is management because being in the healthcare field, I feel like we don't get the appreciation that we really need and or deserved, as well as the funds. Like we pretty much run the facility, and it's just like they don't see
they
that.
got y'all working like machines almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All you see is like, you come here to do a job, you do this, you do that. We need to get these people in, out. That's how we make our money. And it's just like, no, like in order for a business to run smoothly, you have to treat your staff and employees like they're somebody. So I would say that would be a con. But other than, like I said, and that's, my personal.
Right. Okay. You have any thoughts on that, Chanel?
So I can give my 2 cents on that. I do work in the healthcare industry for a good amount of years. Still do. And pros for me, same thing. Well, I guess I could speak on the emergency room. Like for patients coming in, same thing. You don't have a lot of people who come in and have support at home. It's kind of sad too when they come in and they're like, thank you for listening to me. Like they pour out their whole story of what happened to them and kind of how they got there, and you can't get attached to it. It's like, man, like they don't have no one around. Like mom's alive, dad's alive, but no one's really in their life to kind of guide them. So it does. The cons for me too would be you get attached. It's like you want to give them information, but in the emergency room, you got a little 5-10 minutes with them, and they're on to the next. They go here, they're on to the next. So you can't really sit down and really pour into them. But I would say there's that part of it. Another part is too when it comes to favoritism. I will say sometimes in the medical field they do have favoritism, and they have this like typically it should be like first come first serve. If you want a day or two off, but it's not like that. It's like seniority. If you put in and the person been there longer than you, well they're gonna get preference. So I don't really like that. I don't really care for that. But that is how it typically turns out. And also sometimes if someone has been at the company longer than you, they get a little bit more like leeway with things. They might can come in a little bit later with no issues. They have problems. Like the boss I had in the emergency room, she had favoritism. Like people would be in her office all for hours and she won't say nothing. You 5 minutes late and it's a problem. So they that's one thing I don't like. They pick and choose when it comes to management. They don't manage everyone the same. So that's the cons. And I guess the pros for medical, I always feel good that I'm put in a position where I can help someone, I can benefit them, and even people who come in and sometimes they done lost hope. You say something nice and positive to them, and they're so thankful and they're so warm towards you. So that is, you feel like you left out doing your job. Maybe you can't fix them medically, but you left out with something positive, and they're so thankful, and it's just you might be the person who crossed them for the day, and you brighten their day. So those are pros and cons for me.
Well, I thank both of you ladies for working in the healthcare industry because I know it's not an easy job. And to think that was a job I used to want to have as a little girl, but then I was like, ooh, I don't want to go to school for all those years. But I wasn't thinking like there's other things you could do besides go to school for all those years. But I'm just like dealing with people all day, every day. Like it really just takes a certain type of individual. And I just hate that some people go into it just for the money and not for the passion. And then it shows based on how they treat their patients, especially those who may not have family looking after them. So
exactly.
yeah, I commend y'all for working in that
Something
field.
I wanted to add to that, sis, I will say, I ain't gonna hold you. Now, I went in there because, majority of people in my family is in there, and it's just
A
something
lot
that
of people do.
grown up, I've been
Yeah.
around. So I was just like, okay, I kind of grew the love from, like my mom, seeing how she dealt with her patients and still do. Like, I grew the love from that too. So I just knew, like, okay, I had the compassion for it. But like I said, you can't, they come in and hardest part is someone come in their loved one passed and it's like you can't tell them that you kind of have to console them without relaying that message, if that makes sense. So you have those moments. But I will say that is something that I was told by a lot of people: going to the medical field because you'll never be out of a job. But you also have to,
Yeah.
it's a field where you're going to have some kind of love for it, or you're just not going
Empathy.
to last long in their year. So that's all I wanted
Yeah.
to add to that.
All right. So Trinice, I want to know, like, is there any other like personal or business endeavors that you foresee yourself doing in the future? Or are you content right now with like the career choice?
I would say I wouldn't say content. I guess I would use that word right now simply because I just got in this position. I don't know. I didn't even tell you. So I'm not even on the floor anymore as a CNA. I'm a medical secretary now.
Yeah.
But I
Yay
still
for promotion.
think,
Yes,
Congratulations.
congratulations. That's awesome.
yeah, I still do CNA work because, I'm always keeping one and two jobs. So I do
Mm-hmm.
a little part PRN gig, working on the floor. So as far as endeavors, I really want to pursue my career and becoming a registered nurse. I feel like that's something I always wanted to do. It's like a lot of stuff holding me back from doing it. Well, I would say the only thing that's holding me back from taking that leap of faith is myself. So I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
break out from doing that and just like, you know what? Time waits on nobody. If I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it and just see where it takes me. Um,
You got this.
the fear of failing. So it's just like I don't want to try that, fail, get discouraged, and then not try. But I mean, I'm only failing myself by not trying. So
Mm-hmm. Because time go on with or without you.
Exactly.
Whether you take that leap or not, time's going to keep going on. You're just going to be wasting time. So I would say, for one, you have so much experience. Like CNAs, they see so much and they be doing most of the work. So it's like you already have your foot in the door right there because all of that experience being CNA. So like, to do the RN part is probably, I don't know, but it's probably just going to take just studying and, you know what I'm saying, like the book work part of it. But like the hands-on experience, you've already done that without maybe realizing that you've already done it. So it may be easy for you versus a person that's just coming out of school, going right back into school and having to get that experience.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because even with a lot of the ladies that I've worked with, why aren't you in school? Like you don't need to be doing this. All the stuff that you're doing right now, the things that you're even like, we can be in somebody to be doing wound care, and I'm sitting, I'm just like, they're like, you're really into this. I'm like, I mean, it's interesting. I do want to go. It was like, go ahead and go, like, do it. There's nothing stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is yourself. So I think that would be one thing that I would try to pursue is to go for nursing. Anything else, I'm not necessarily sure. And the only reason why I said that, as far as the nursing part, because, hey, maybe I want to travel. Maybe I want to take it on the road, see different parts of the world, because that's where the money is too, doing travel nurse.
Nurse. Yeah, I hear that's, I hear that's where the money is.
Okay, thank you.
The only thing I can contribute to that is CNAs, I don't know if all the nurses is about to get offended, but they do 10 times what nurses do. I'm going to tell you that right now.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of nurses, I ain't going to hold you, they pass medicine and they go sit down at their desk and get their paycheck, okay?
They be lazy.
A lot of them. Now, they are the ones that are hands-on. I'm not going to take from the ones that are. I'm just talking about for what I've seen working in the ER and working with nurses. Patients come in and I'm like, hey, this patient's hurt. And they're like, well, we get to them when we get to them. And I said, all right. She said it. She the nurse that's attending to the patient. I can't do nothing. Yeah. I can only console the patient and say, hey, they're doing everything they can do. Boom, boom, boom. You're doing your part. But when they get to the nurse, they'll sit at that station, they'll talk, they'll look, they'll sit down, they'll eat, and I'm just like, the patient's in pain. Oh, we don't went in there. We checked the light. They're not dying. They're okay. So, after so many years of doing it, it's like they're annoyed with the field, but the money is there. So CNAs are the ones that's going in the room. They're hands-on with the patient. They're doing a little bit more. Same thing as LPNs and all that. They do like majority of the work, and a nurse kind of just get paid for having a degree in a sense. They do their work, but not all of them. So
yeah, they probably handle a lot.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Yes, welcome guys. But so I'm totally in support of whatever you decide to do. You can do it. I know you can do it. You already got some experience already under your belt. So it's just like to go to school and just do the book work. And nobody, let's be honest, you're never going to be prepared or truly ready to go back to school, because after you've been out of school for so long, you'd be like, do I really want to go back to school and studying and taking notes and making flashcards? And it'd be a lot. But like, if you can just get out your head, like you can do it. Yeah. And then I feel like too, like once you get in there, like you find a group of people that you can like be study partners with, and like y'all basically go through the program together. I feel like that's beautiful to see. I've seen a few people do that. Like they make like study groups of people, and like, like they take pictures of like their journey together in the program, and it just makes it easier because you have somebody going through it with you, so you're not feeling alone. But yeah, you can definitely do it.
Well, thank you.
Here for it. You're welcome. All right, now we are going to move into something a little less heavy. Being that you're always working, because she is definitely a workaholic, what are some ways that you practice like self-care into your routine? Like, how do you slot that into your routine?
It's so crazy, because when that I was just like, oh Lord, simply because I've been working so much, and I feel so bad for saying this, like self-care has really been on the back burner. Then I just got to a point where I'm just like, you know what? I used to do this, I used to do that. Like, I have to get back into doing that. So like a couple weeks ago, I got my feet done, I got my nails done, I got my eyebrows done, and it just felt so good. So I was just like, you know what? I'm so used to, just going. And sometimes you got to stop and be like, listen, if you don't take care of you, Ain't nobody else gonna do it better than you. So I was just like, you know what? I made a promise to myself. Every time I get paid, I'm just pulling some money out, putting it up. That way, when it's time, 2 weeks come, got to get my feet done, my nails done. I'm going to do that. So I've been slacking in that department, but I was just like, I got to bring that back because I was so used to doing that. Like, you know me, kid. Like every 2 weeks, I was done. I'm getting my nails done. I'm getting my feet done. So I was like, you know what? I have to get back to that person. So I was just like, I'm making a promise to myself when I get paid, putting some money up, and it's just, and not here and there. I'm going to be putting some money up and just, working on me because that self care, that self love, if you don't have that, you really don't.
You ain't good for nobody. You ain't good for that job that you're on, for
Exactly.
your family. You ain't gonna be good for nobody if you let your cup run empty. You
Yeah.
know,
So like I said,
every
I've been
time.
slacking in that department, but I was just like, I'm gonna pick right back up where I left off at because I mean, you need that. You need those days, men and women.
Agree.
I agree. Self care is a must, and self care doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go out and yes, getting your nails
Oh
done,
yeah.
and beauty is a part of it, but also so you could implement something like if you're not able to go out, you could journal. You
Mhm.
could take yourself out to the beach. You could just spend some time, taking yourself on a date to the movies, doing something fun that relaxes your mind is also considered self care as well. So I just wanted to add that. And then we have some comments
Yeah, I'm
here.
about to read them. I see them now.
Thank you.
Transcend Heritage Lifestyle says, speak that righteousness, fams. Raise the vibrations of one another and take care of your inner self. Agree.
Hmm.
Yes. Live as much as you work, and then you will live more and the cup will overflow. Yes. Love that. Yeah. I feel like we're trained to, I don't know, give our all to these jobs, but then like no one really teaches us how to take the time to take care of ourselves too. So it's like we're kind of like robots, machines, like just steady working until we're drained. And as you see, like you're replaceable. These jobs don't really be caring about you, like you say, Tranice. Like sometimes you feel like they don't really, you don't really feel appreciative basically by management, and that's very true. So for me, some things that I started doing is like listening to audiobooks. Something simple as like taking a long shower is self care. I don't know about y'all, but like being in the shower is very therapeutic. Like you can pray in the shower.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do in the shower. Like, oh, it's very therapeutic. And then like Chanel said, like going to the beach or like going to the park or just anything or just simply doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely the ways that you listed as well, but just making sure that we're not forgetting, because I also was slacking for a long time too, Trinice. I'm still kind of still slacking, and I'm trying to get back into loving on myself a little bit more because you get consumed in life and your duties that you sometimes just forget about yourself.
Yeah.
It says question. Well, hold on, I'm missing something. Oh, Auntie says start your walks again or go and date yourself. Yes, I actually have started. I actually went walking yesterday. I forgot. I didn't even mention that. Yes, I went walking yesterday. So yeah, walking, especially walking alone, you really get when you walk with a partner. Like it's cool, but like sometimes you be feeling like, dang, do we have to talk to each other? And I'm the type of person I don't want to talk. Like if we walking, just let me walk and like play my music or something, and like we each other company. So I just prefer to walk alone. But yeah, walking and taking yourself on solo dates for sure. Bless up, ladies. This is the vibrations to transcend power to you, women. Power to you, woman. Keep this energy and pass it through. Question every teachings, and your true purpose will find you. The power is when you realize your worth is more than a number. Mm, I like that.
Thank you so much for commenting and coming
Thank
in.
you, guys. And thank you for the uplifting and encouraging words. All right. I want to know because Trinice has a spreadsheet is into her wigs, and we're all ladies, so we've all gone and got an install, right? We've all went and paid to get our hair done. So I want to know what is the most y'all would be willing to spend on a wig install?
I'm sorry, me. I feel like the most I would pay. Well, I'll say this: I wouldn't pay more than 150 for a Wiggins.
Get out my head. For real.
I wouldn't.
What you say? What you say, Chanel?
I'll say, I'm not my puppy, y'all, but I'll say about 2 to 3, depending on the stylist. If it's a stylist that's well known, mind you, if they're like a celebrity stylist or something, they're willing to do it for 3, I would do that. But my stylist, yeah, between 100 and 2, I'll be willing to pay.
Between 1
Depending on
and
what I
200.
want. Depending on what I want. I'll be willing.
Okay.
Because I gotta look at it like when it comes to hairstyles, we're not paying for the hours. We're paying for their time. We're paying for the fact that they went, they took the time to learn it. So we're paying for those things. So it's like if you can't do it yourself, then you won't appreciate someone else doing it. Now I can do a little one too. So yeah, it depends. On a good day, I'll pay 300. On a bad day, I'll pay between 100 and 2.
What you say? Okay. Well, I wouldn't go as far. Okay, so here's the thing too. Like, I do feel like once you're living a certain lifestyle, maybe 300 is nothing. You know what I'm saying? But right now, 300 is way out of my budget.
Think of it like this: if you go and you get like, I don't know, like let's say you go and you get a wax or something, and it's like $80. Break it down over
Mine
weeks.
not
So that's how you. Okay, well, mine running high, but I'm just saying, break it down like that. Like if you get your hair done, you break it down. Like let's say it's 200. Okay, all right, I'm gonna keep this style probably for like 3 weeks. Maybe I could push it to 4. It's like $50 a week you pay. So like if you break it down like that logically, it makes sense. Same thing when you get your nails done, you pay $100 or something.
Okay, so let me explain why mine would never pay 300. 1, I only get a closure wig. 2, I don't get glue, so you're not having to use your expensive glue on me. So because I don't get glue, mine may only last a few days, and I use my wigs as like a take on, take off wig. All I really need you to do is customize my wig for me, bleach the knots, pluck it, and lay it down the first time. I got it from there. You know what I'm saying? Then I start using my wig as a take on, take off. Chanel, take on, take off. So for that, and then they don't even be washing and blow drying our hair. So if you're not gonna wash and blow dry my hair for me, 150 is the most I'm gonna pay. If you're gonna do all of that, then maybe 160. But that's just my thoughts on
not $10. I don't know. So it depends. Like my stylist that I have, he's pretty decent. He's 100 and under. He's pretty decent. But if he was to ever tell me the price is gonna go up, I'd be willing to pay it because I know how his work is. So I don't argue with him, and I always tip him when I leave. Like he'll tell me one price, and I'll tip more than that. Every time I go, I tip him. So I don't know.
Even with tips, because I've tipped my stylist too. Even with tips though, I'm not doing 300. I'm sorry.
I tip him on top of my hair, but I mean, I don't know. Like
that's what I'm saying. I've done that too, but never 300.
He did. I don't know. He bleached, he plucked, and then if I need a style, and I tell him, hey, I need this style. They're gonna charge extra for styling it. It's not just a put on and go. They're gonna style it, so then that's a cost charge. And if you want to sit in this chair before someone else, it's an extra 100. If you want to, So like
Yeah. I mean, I understand, but just like you said, Kill, if you're used to a certain lifestyle and you can do that, that's fine. I feel like me, I mean, and yeah, like you said, it adds up, especially if you're going to get your nails done, you're doing this, you're doing that. Even with my nails, I'm basic. You see my name, Miss Plain Jane. I don't do all that extra stuff, so I wouldn't even spend over $100 on it. I'm not doing that. But that's just me. Everybody's different.
I did that before.
We cousins for sure. Cause same, I'm spending more than
press-ons. I do press-ons real quick.
I've done press-ons. Hello, I got me some in school.
So y'all ain't never paid $100 for y'all nails.
I didn't say I've never done it, but I don't do it on a regular. It's not something that I'm gonna do. Oh yeah,
maybe not on a regular, but like I don't know, special occasions. You may go all out. You may do a little extra. Hold on, y'all.
That's cool. That's cool on special occasions, but on the regular, no.
I think the most I paid, and this was recently, I don't even think it was $100. It was like $95. But I got my feet done, my nails done, my eyebrows done, and yeah, it wasn't even $100.
Yeah, because usually when I get all that, I get everything done. Like usually I'm doing like the full maintenance. So like you say, all that adds up. Like if you're doing your nails, your toes, your eyebrows, you know what I'm saying? If you get down there wax, it all adds up.
Yeah.
So yeah, Auntie say teach me because throwing and go is for me. Me too. The only thing my stylist is doing is literally plucking, bleaching, and putting it on for the first time. Like she probably could just pluck and bleach, and I could probably take care of the rest If we're gonna be honest. So that's why for me, I would never spend anything really past 150 because they're not really doing much. And I get closures. There's not a full lace where they have to like really glue it and make it look seamless with the hairline. They don't have to do all that for me. And most of the times I don't get it styled. Yeah. Ashley says, shoot, so I think she's trying to say it's so expensive, I'm bound to start growing out my gray hairs. What you say? That comment took me out.
I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry.
Ashley say it's so expensive, she bound to start growing out her gray hair.
Listen, I got a few on the front too, Ty. I be plucking them, and the more I pluck, the more they grow. So
don't plug. You know what you should do instead? Just dye your hair.
No, I'm not doing that. I am too young to be that. Ma'am.
No, you're not. People dye their hair all the time.
I'm not doing that. I just rock the grays and I just pull them out. They're small. But I leave the long ones, but like it's my edges, and I'm like, what is this? But my mom said we gray in our family. We gray at a young age. I'm like, you should have told me that a long time ago.
What she was gonna do? There's nothing you could have done.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but at least I could be more prepared. It's like I'm waking up and there's more than I like went to sleep with, like and they're small. So I pluck them and I wake up and I'm like, what's going on? So just I ain't 30 yet.
Stop pulling out your good luck.
For real. No, I know they are, but it's like
don't that supposed to mean like you got wisdom or something? I mean, you are wise.
They could be stressed too, honey. Could be one of them.
I feel like though you really should stop pulling them because they may grow back more.
I got them all right here. They go all right here. And I have some long ones, but I leave the long ones alone. But the edges, I'm like, imagine you trying to slay some edges. Now the sides are okay, but the front,
not great edges. No. I've never seen anybody rock great edges.
Mine are here. Like they grow here and like a few strands, but that's it. None in the back, nothing. Just in the front and right here. That's it.
Ashley said, yes, I plucked them too, but now I got little wiry hairs growing at all directions. Right. See? Yeah. So you need to stop.
Exactly.
You better stop while you're young. All right, let's move into the trivia. So we're going to stay on the topic of hair. So Tranice, I'm going to go ahead and explain the game. So Tranice gave me a couple things that she's interested in. So we have hair. She bought her coins. So we got a question about money. And then she's a 90s baby. So we got a few 90s baby questions. Yeah, you should definitely get the 90s questions. But we're going to end with that. All right, so let's start with the hair. You have 5 seconds to answer. I'm kind of going to go slow a little bit. But you have 5 seconds to answer. Chanel's going to let you answer. But if you seem like you're stalling or you don't know, she can come in and steal it if she knows the answer.
Girl, all right. First question. I try to help tonight, Tranice. I try to help you, girl.
And no pressure, by the way. No pressure. Most of the hair used to make wigs come from what 2 countries? Also, y'all in the comments can help too, but give us the first 5 seconds, and then y'all can answer after the first 5 seconds. Most of the hair used to make wigs come from what 2 countries? India and China, Brazil and China, or Peru and China? So obviously China's one. So India and China. Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on. India and China, Brazil and China, or Peru and China?
India and China.
It's giving options.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yep. For real?
That one was an easy one. It's India. What you was going to say?
I was going to say option C. What was C?
No, it's India. Because you know why? They practice, I don't know if it's part of their religion or something, but like they literally like donate their hair all the time. Yeah, in India. They do hair donations.
Right.
Actually,
you're right.
They Brazil and China.
Long, like really, really long. They cut it and they let it grow out again. Their hair definitely
practice. For sure. Really nice hair, yeah. Okay, next one. Let's move on into the money. This is a money question. Which bill is the most counterfeited or fabricated bill across the globe? The $1 bill, the $10 bill, the $20 bill, or the $100 bill?
Definitely the $100 bill.
I think it's
that's your final answer.
Oops, sorry. I think it's 20. No? I think it's 20.
It's the $20 bill.
It's the 20. I feel like it's 20.
Yeah. And you know, I feel like that's the most used bill, really.
Yeah. They're not gonna do the 100 as much.
Yeah, no, it's the $20 bill. See, I'm drinking some strawberry wine. I think it's Barefoot strawberry wine.
Look like it's getting to you too.
No, why do you say that? I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. I'm just naturally happy. I'm having fun. Okay, now let's get into the 90s questions. Okay. What 1993 all-black sitcom was the direct inspiration for the 1994 TV show Friends? So basically, what's the white version of this black? What's the black version of this sitcom?
Not enjoy your wine, baby.
Thank you, I think. So, it's a group of friends. Okay. The black version came out first. Then they came out with the white version, which is Friends. What's the all black sitcom called that Friends was inspired by?
Living Single.
You got it. Yes, Living Single. I was about to say, come on now.
Oh, you don't need my help. You got this.
Yes. No, she's gonna kill these 90s questions. She's a true 90s baby. She was born in the early 90s. I ain't gonna tell your age though. But yeah.
Baby, I'm 33.
Period.
Right. She doing that right.
But listen, everybody.
It's a blessing to get there nowadays.
But yeah, early 90s baby. So, you know, real one, not the fake one. All right. Let me stop. But she say, this wine getting to me. It's really
you acting up.
Like I'm starting to think it is not too.
Yeah, I'm just having fun. Yes, Auntie's living single. Okay, finish the sentence from the 1994 movie Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates.
Girl, all I remember is run, Forrest, run. After that, you lost me.
He was like, life is like a box of chocolates.
I don't remember that part, but I do.
You never know.
What you might get. I don't know, child.
Yes, no. That's it. You never know what you're going to get. Y'all don't remember.
But that's the only thing I could remember.
I only remember to run, Forrest, run. That's all I remember.
Yes, Auntie. Jesus. That's an infamous line in the movie.
Girl, nobody I have not watched that in so
Me neither.
long.
But
I used to watch it a lot, but that
too, like when I was younger.
Like a box of chocolates, and that's like the only thing that really stuck.
It's the Forrest run for me, cause baby, he took out running.
He did. Straight up out them shoes.
Run, Forrest. All right. Last one. What is the name of the popular stream? No, not stream. I can't read my handwriting.
You should have did a question for Friday. Well,
should have did a question for Friday. Okay, so I Googled this and Friday was not on there. Well, I didn't go all the way to the end of the list. I just Googled some 90s trivia questions. Oh, she would have got the Friday too. Friday too easy. I feel like most of us kind of have that movie memorized. She would have got Friday.
Yeah.
With the music from the time Smokey ended the phone call.
The whole movie. Yeah. I feel like you really just cannot watch it with black people because they're gonna sit there and just recite the whole movie. Yep. You just want to sit and enjoy the movie, and you can't because they're literally gonna just be reciting it with. And I'm just like, I'm guilty a little bit, but I won't do the whole movie.
Right.
All right. What is the name of the popular sitcom that aired from 1989 to 1998, following the lives of the Winslow family in Chicago, featuring Steve Urkel?
Oh, I thought you were gonna give options.
Nope. Look, it's a fill in the blank.
Oh, you should have said that first. I'm waiting for the options.
Look, cause
these are so easy.
Okay, what was the question? Somebody say Fresh Prince.
No. Tranice already got it right. It's Family Matters. It was what is the name of the popular sitcom that aired from 1989 to 1998, following the lives of the Winslow family in Chicago, featuring Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel's a dead giveaway.
Exactly.
It's Family Matters. But yeah, I know you were gonna ace these 90s questions. Mine is that Forrest Gump one.
I was thinking, or
you ain't had to do that.
Mine is that one. You did real good.
You had to bring it back up.
Because I know she used to watch that movie. We all used to watch it. So I was like, this is a popular one. All right, guys. Well, that concludes tonight's live. Tranice, go ahead and tell the people where they can follow you.
You can follow me at Miss Plain Jane. That's me right here on Instagram.
And all all you have to do is hit the drop down arrow at the top of this live, and you'll see all of our names. Go ahead and follow all 3 of us. Also follow our podcast page, Live and Unfiltered. Once we get enough of y'all over there, we can start going live over there. And yeah, make sure you tune in next week. We'll be on Chanel's Instagram page for episode 11. We appreciate you, Tranice. Thank you for coming on. I had so much fun.
Don't forget.
And thank you everybody for commenting.
Don't forget, y'all.
Ashley says you girls are fun.
The full video will also be posted on YouTube on Thursday this week. You forgot to say that. And be on the lookout as well for shorts. Interact with those, y'all. You would have to be following Live and Unfiltered to see those as well.
Yes. Follow the podcast page because that's where you'll see all the short form content of this full live. And like she said, on YouTube, the full video will be posted in case you came in late. Thank you, Ashley. Make sure you tune in next week with us. Thank y'all for interacting, and I will see you ladies next week. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good night.
Thanks for coming, Tranice.
Thank you.